everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 24 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the best quarterbacks currently in MUT 24 at every single budget. A lot of times that I'm live streaming over on Twitch or even on Twitter, people will reach out and say, Pop, I got 500K. Who's the best quarterback? Who should I pick up? That's what we're going to do in this video. Now, two things to point out before we go over the players. Number one, I'm going to talk a lot about abilities on these quarterbacks. Gift wrap is one that a lot of people still use. I personally do not. I would advise you to maybe try some games without it and see if you can get by without it if you've been using it, because it is a good way to save you one ability point over on offense where you're only allowed 9. Plus, with all the cards that are out right now, running backs, wide receivers, and tight ends, they all have pretty high catch ratings at this point, with the exception of some running backs. And I think gift wrap was needed earlier in the year because of those catch ratings. Also, knockouts are so powerful, gift wrap is not really going to save you from those. So at the end of the day, I find more value in using that 1 AP on a different player or just a different ability rather than gift wrap. But if you're still using it, there's no problem with that. And then number two, I normally like to start this video series out with the best free option. There's just not really any good free quarterbacks to be using right now. Like, the most recent ones were probably Tommy DeVito from last Competitive Pass and Joe Montana from the last Field Pass. But even those cards feel severely outdated and didn't have the greatest abilities. And the cards that we're going to talk about in this video, for the most part, are overly expensive, and the quarterback is the most important player on your entire MUT team. If there's any player that you're going to spend coin on, it needs to be this position. So let's go through it. The best quarterback right now under 100K is going to be 94 overall playoff Jordan Love. Now, he's actually slightly over our budget at about 102K, but I'm sure if you're patient enough, you'll be able to find this card for under that price. I'm also going to say I would recommend saving up for our next player on the list, but if you want this Jordan Love card, that's all you can afford right now. 92 speed, 95 throw power, the accuracies all hit that 90 plus threshold, so he's good money there. And he has a Slinger 1 release. If you don't know much about releases, it kind of goes like this: Slinger 1 and Slinger 3. Well, let me say Slinger 1 is really good for short to medium passing games. So if you don't throw the ball down the field a ton, this is a good release for you. Slinger 3, which we'll talk about with some other players here, is kind of in between Slinger 1 and Traditional 4. And then Traditional 4 is definitely the best to get the ball all the way down the field. Many believe Traditional 4 is the best release in the game. So with Jordan Love and that Slinger 1 release, I think you 100% still need Gunslinger, the ability on this card. Unfortunately, with his ability stacked, because it's an older card, if you're looking at Set Feet Lead, Hot Route Master, and Gunslinger, it's going to be a total of 9 AP, which is the entire offense. Now, Hot Route Master impacts so many other players, it's easy to justify it in that sense, and if you don't happen to need Hot Route Master, you can go Set Feet Lead and Gunslinger for a total of 6 AP, but it's still fairly expensive AP-wise for this card. And the next best player, which is going to be our best quarterback under 200K, is going to save you a little bit of AP. He's not that much more expensive. It's going to be Super Bowl Doug Williams, which is about 173,000 coins. This is the best value quarterback in the game, and probably will be at least for another couple weeks until the current cards we have right now start to drop in price. The only problem with this card compared to the most recent quarterbacks we've been seeing is he's kind of expensive AP-wise to get a good setup, but he does have that Traditional 4 release. 92 speed, 98 throw power, the throw under pressure, throw on the run, and play action are really good, and the accuracies hit that 90 plus threshold. With the short and the mid being at 90, it's not a problem at all. So for Doug Williams, he gets Hot Route Master for 1 AP, Set Feet Lead for 4 AP, and Gunslinger for 2. He has the Traditional 4 release, which means Gunslinger isn't entirely necessary, so you can go Hot Route Master and Set Feet Lead only for 5 AP, or if you have a Super Bowl Pass lighted up token, you can apply it to this card, and he actually gets Gunslinger as an X Factor, which stays lit up for the entire game, and that would cost you 0 AP. It just takes one of the 3 X Factor slots on your offense, so that way you can get Hot Route Master, Set Feet Lead, and Gunslinger for a total of 5 AP, and if you don't really care for Hot Route Master, Set Feet Lead by itself is going to be 4 AP. But one more time, best value quarterback in the game. Now, if you want to save yourself a little bit of AP, and I should say a lot, because this Troy Aikman has really good abilities, he's going to be a much slower quarterback compared to everybody else we're talking about in this video, and he is the best option under 300,000 coins. He actually goes for about 308k, but you can spend an extra 8k on this if you want. This AKA card only has 80 speed, so he's 100% a pocket passer, 97 throw power. The accuracies you can see are really, really good. Throw under pressure is really good as well, and he gets the Slinger 3 release, which is kind of in between Traditional 4 and Slinger 1. So listen to this. He gets set feet lead for 1 AP. Definitely need that on there. Gunslinger is 0 AP, and because he's an AKA card, he has the Backyard Quarterback X Factor. So what this is basically Hot Route Master plus QB Playmaker all rode together in one. The only difference between him and the Doug Williams is that this X Factor does not stay lit for the entire game. So if you go this route, there are going to be plays where you don't have that Backyard QB available to you. And if you use hot routes a ton, you're just going to have to manage through the game without it on some plays. But if you can get by doing that, he basically gets Backyard QB, which is Hot Route Master with a little bit of extras there, Gunslinger, and Set Feet Lead for a total of 1 AP. That's huge. For 8 additional ability points on the rest of your offense, he saves you a ton. Of course, he's a little bit slower, but he can definitely throw the ball there, so that's absolutely a route that you can go. Now, we're going to go through the best quarterbacks in MUT, but I'm going to do this video a little bit different compared to the other times that we've done this, because there's 5 additional quarterbacks that are kind of all over the place as far as the price goes. And I get these questions a lot, like, is this guy better than this guy or this guy or this guy? So I want to break down these 5 quarterbacks individually, and at the end, I'll tell you the best one in the game, in my opinion. And we're going to start right now with 99 overall Super Bowl MVP, Patrick Mahomes. This card was really good when I used him, and he saves you a ton of AP. The only problem is he's 1.15 million coins right now, and the best quarterback in the game, I'll just give you a spoiler alert, it's going to be out of position Bo Jackson. He is less than half of the cost there. So this card is good. It's going to save you AP. I just don't think it's worth this much coin at this point right now. 92 speed, 98 throw power. The accuracy is 97 across the board for short, mid, and deep. Everything's good on the card attribute-wise. I mean, it's a 99 overall card at the end of the day. So he has a Slinger 2 release, which isn't terrible, but it's not amazing. He definitely needs Gunslinger. Couple different routes you can go. Set Feet Lead's going to be 3 AP. Gunslinger is actually 0 AP. And he also has that Troy Aikman Backyard QB X Factor. If you use the Super Bowl present lighted up token, that will stay on for the entire game, much like Doug Williams, just on the pass side of it. So basically, you can go Set Feet Lead, Gunslinger, and Backyard QB, and it only costs you a total of 3 AP. So that's where the savings as far as AP come in. He has good attributes, obviously. For this one, it's not a question of abilities, attributes, play on the field. It's literally just the cost of this card, to me, isn't worth this much when there's other cheaper options out there. The way I feel about the Mahomes card is very similar to this Combine Anthony Richardson. Really, really good card. Enjoyed using him, but I think for the price, just a little bit too expensive right now. 1.15 million coins. It's another LTD. Attributes very good. 97 speed, 97 throw power. Accuracies are all 90 plus. Throw under pressure is 97. Throw on the runs 97. He's a better thrower of the football than Bo Jackson, but there's so many other things that QB Bo has that this card does not. And again, we'll talk about it in a moment. That's why I moved on from this quarterback and also wouldn't recommend it at this price point. Otherwise, good. 0 complaints about him. Hot Route Master for 2 AP, Set Feet Lead for 2 AP, and Gunslinger also for 2 AP. He has the Slinger 3 release just like Troy Aikman, so I do recommend that you use Gunslinger on this card. If you don't want Hot Route Master, it's going to cost you 4 AP, and because he's a Combine card, he gets an X Factor that turns on and stays on for the entire game without any type of token. The only difference is you have to wait for it to activate 9 plays into the game on offense, which isn't terrible at all, and he gets Escape Artist, which is a really good X Factor when it's working. The only problem is it doesn't make you immune to fumbles. So to recap on this card, plays well on the field, has great attributes, really good discounts on abilities, has a good 0 AP X factor that's on most of the game. Biggest problem is he's overly priced right now compared to some of the other options. Same thing goes for weekly wildcard Aaron Rodgers, which is the most recent quarterback I've been using. We're going to talk about Team of the Year Josh Allen in a moment. I think Aaron Rodgers is probably the second best quarterback in the game right now. Now, he only has 81 speed, but you'll see in some of these highlight clips, I was able to run around with him without a problem. 97 throw power, accuracy is good, throw under pressure, throw on the run, very good. Just another really expensive card. Again, because he's an LTD, I was kind of shocked to see this morning that he's going for $1 million+ coins. I actually got this card for about 800k, so I might make a small profit whenever I go back to sell it. He has that Slinger 1 release, which I still recommend that you go with Gunslinger on this card, and you can get Set Feet Lead for 2 AP, Hot Route Master for 1 AP, and Gunslinger for 2. So you're looking at a total of 5 AP for that stack that we've talked about on most of these quarterbacks today. He also has access to Pass Lead Elite, which is a little bit better than Set Feet Lead, and if you want to go that route, it's going to cost you 1 more AP. So you're looking at 3 for Pass Lead Elite, 1 for Hot Route Master, and 2 for Gunslinger for a total of 6. Just like Anthony Richardson, plays very well on the field, has good attributes, he's a pocket passer, gives you good discounted abilities, but over $1 million coins, very, very expensive. Now we're at Team of the Year Josh Allen. So this card also very good, but I would rank him behind, and if this is throwing price out of the window, I'd rank him behind the 99 Mahomes, I'd rank him behind Aaron Rodgers, I'd rank him behind Anthony Richardson, just for the fact that his throw downfield takes forever in some situations, and when you got pressure in your face, you just can't get the football out, unfortunately. He has 98 throw power. The deep throw accuracy is at 98. He doesn't miss throws a ton. It's just, can he get the football out on time? And to me, he can't in a lot of situations. He's less expensive than the 3 cards we've just talked about, luckily, down to about 550k. And he gets good abilities. Set Feet Lead for 1 AP, Hot Route Master for 1 AP, and Gunslinger for 2. So you're looking at a total of 4 AP on this card. Like I said, everything's good on this as far as price goes. It's just the throw, to me, when it takes so long to get it out of his hands, it can become really, really frustrating. And that's why out of position quarterback combine Bo Jackson is the best QB in the game. Now, I get this question a ton, so let's address it here. The one we're looking at right now, this one is more expensive because it's just a different card art. It's literally the same card as this one right here. EA just added an LTD artwork to a bunch of these Bo Jackson cards that came out during the combine promo, and the price difference is insane. It's like 300,000 coins more that people are paying just for a different card art. The cards play exactly the same, and the standard one without the fancy card art is 475k. That's one of the biggest reasons why I believe this quarterback, Bo Jackson, is the best QB in the game, because he's less expensive than all 4 of the other quarterbacks, including Josh Allen that we just talked about. 98 speed, 98 throw power, and I know what you're thinking. The accuracies are really good, throwing the run's really good. What about that throw under pressure, Mike? Some of you might not know that's my real name. I don't know why I just said that. What about that throw under pressure pop? 88, it's terrible. To me, it just never really played, it just never really came in. It never really happened. Maybe he missed a throw here and there, but it was nothing to ever get agitated about. I felt like Josh Allen's long windup annoyed me more than Bo Jackson's bad throw under pressure rating. Bo has the traditional 4 release, which is the best in the game. We talked about his price at 475k. Very, very affordable to me. He also gets a good ability point stack here. Set Feet Lead for 2 AP, Hot Route Master for 1 AP, and Gunslinger for 2. Because he has traditional 4, you might not even need Gunslinger, so now you're looking at Set Feet Lead and Hot Route Master for a total of 3 AP. And when I said Anthony Richardson throws the ball better, I truly believe that. The biggest separation for me between him and Bo Jackson, number 1, price, but number 2, Bo Jackson gets the Truz X Factor, which is really good. After 9 plays into the game, it turns on and stays on, and you can scramble with Bo, who has 98 speed already and 97 throw on the run, and you're pretty much never going to fumble when that's turned on. So you can take those yards and get a little bit more if you don't slide or you don't shy away from contact. And those are all the reasons why I believe this is the best quarterback in the game right now. So let me know down below in the comment section, who are you using at QB right now, or who are you going to pick up after watching this video? Let me know. But those are the best QBs currently in MUT 24 at every single budget. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger, and I'm out. Peace.